in the mist-covered hills of McNairy County, long before modern roads cut through the Appalachian wilds. There were stories whispered around cabin fires, tales of a beast that walked like a man but roared like something born from the deepest pits of the earth. Locals called him the Tennessee Wildman. Described as a towering figure covered in dark reddish hair, with eyes that glowed like hot coals, the Wildman wasn't just a creature of the woods. He was a nightmare that stalked the edges of civilization. One of the oldest recorded encounters came from the 1800s, when a trapper named Eli Dandridge disappeared near the Hatchie River. His camp was found torn apart, trees snapped, iron traps bent, and strange tracks were discovered in the mud. Not quite human, not quite beast. The locals said the wild man had awakened. As the years passed, sightings only grew. The creature was said to howl in a way that froze the blood, a cry somewhere, between a man's scream and a wolf's death call. Farmers found their livestock torn apart, not eaten but shredded, almost as if the creature was enraged at the very presence of man on its land. One evening in the late 19th century, a woman named Mary Thompson reported that the wild man appeared at the edge of her homestead. With long arms that nearly touched the ground and shoulders as broad as a wagon, it let out a growl that shook the very boards of her cabin when her husband fired a rifle shot. The creature didn't flee, it stood its ground, snarled, and vanished into the trees with inhuman speed. Rumors spread that the wild man was once a man, a frontiersman driven mad by isolation, who disappeared into the mountains and became something else entirely. Others insisted it was an ancient guardian of the forest, a creature that predated mankind itself. In modern times, hikers along the Appalachian Trail have reported being followed by heavy footsteps in the underbrush, only to find nothing there. Some have seen a massive shape watching from the shadows, keeping pace just out of sight. And always, just before the sightings end, there comes the scream. A scream so powerful that people drop to their knees, clutching their ears, certain they are about to die. To this day, the Tennessee Wildman remains one of America's most aggressive cryptids. Unlike Sasquatch, it doesn't hide, it hunts. It is said that if you ever hear the Wildman's scream echo through the Tennessee woods, it's already too late. Because once the Wildman chooses you, it never stops following.